So today I want to talk about the pros and cons of tandem kayaking. Over here on the bottom of my yak stack we have an Old Town Loon 15 foot with a rudder. It's really not a review of that boat specifically, but I'm going to talk pros and cons of tandem kayaking. So let's start with the pros. If you're considering, do I want a tandem kayak or whatever, it's got a lot going for it. We have really enjoyed this boat. We've had it about 8 years. It's super good. Like my wife and I like to get in and paddle. My son was using it when he was younger. The thing about the boat, I don't know what it is about the tandem, when you have two paddlers in the going, that boat is super fast. I'm in my Carolina 14 and my wife and kid are in the tandem and they just rip off. I mean, I can't hardly keep up with them. There's just a dynamic to two paddlers at a longer boat. It's just super fast. We use the boat a lot when family comes in from out of state. We'll take sisters and cousins and nieces and what have you. They have never kayaked, kind of a little leery of the water. So it's a great boat to put, beginners in and say, hey, come on out and we'll show you what it's all about. So, that's the pros. The biggest con, and probably the only con, is just they're big. We call this one the barge. It weighs 80 pounds and it's difficult to load, unload. Once on the water, it's just amazing boat, very stable. But that's just probably the biggest con is just the size of them. And a lot of people will buy a tandem and use it a few years, and later on they'll trade up to single boats. We just bought the third one up, the Perception Prodigy 12, to take camping because the tandem was just too big to take camping. So the three boats you see above the tandem are what we take with our RV. So the big con, they're just huge, hard to haul. Pros, they're fast, they're fun. It's kind of like tandem bicycling. How many people have a tandem bicycle? Very few. How many people have single bicycles? Almost everybody. So, look at it from that approach. Is tandem right for you? Do you really enjoy being with, another person and having conversation? You're close to them, and it's kind of like that experience. And we have thought about selling it, but we're going to hang on to it because every time we take it out, we're just like, wow, this is really, a cool boat to have. So let's take a quick look at the boat a little closer. So here it is. This is our Old Town Loon, 15 foot. Old Town doesn't make this anymore. One thing, we have a rudder, and on a tandem kayak, absolutely 100% you need a rudder. You can't control them. They're too big without it. And another cool thing is this seat comes back. In fact, that's how that's placed, so you can single paddle. And we got a video out at Pueblo Reservoir coming up here in a minute, and you'll see me doing a single paddle. So another thing about the tandem, it was a heck of a good boat for single paddling. So let's head out and see Pueblo Reservoir.